Hey everybody, it's Jan from Chalk Fun with Jan, and I am just touching base. It's been a while since I've been live. It's been kind of a wild ride with the pandemic and things going on in our family. So I've been kind of scarce, and I apologize for that. Please ignore the mess behind me. Cleaning the craft room has not hit on my pandemic list quite yet. So I wanted to touch base with you and let you know of a couple things that are coming up shortly. But also I want to do a product demo for you and show you something that I've just got in with a brand new transfer. This weekend, the 16th, I believe, is Saturday, and that is our Chalkathon Day for Watts of Love. And you may not have heard of Watts of Love. It is the charity that we in Chalk Tours support, and it enables us to help provide solar lights that are very durable. They have a 10-year warranty to people who do not have electricity in the third world. And each year we select a country to benefit. And this year we are benefiting Malawi. And in Malawi they have a phrase, and I'm trying to think of what it is. I've got it written down. I'll have to come back with you on that. They have a phrase in the Chichewa language, and basically it translates to it can be done. And so that was kind of the slogan that we took on this year, that whatever goals we set before us, whatever we wanted to do, that we were going to see that it could be done. Zateka, that's it. I knew I'd remember it. The Chichewa, that's the name of their language. The Chichewa word for it can be done is Zoteka. So that's been our theme this year. I knew it somewhere in there. So on the 16th, it's our big annual Chalkathon to raise money for Watts of Love. $50. $50 will provide one light, which benefits the average family in Malawi is 7 people, and it allows them to have lights in their home for 10 years. And that's pretty amazing, considering that the #1 cause of death among their young right now is from burns. If they don't have clean, safe electric lights, they're bringing in kerosene or candles, and little kids, you know, it's so easy for a little one to get away from you, even for a moment, and it gets knocked over. And there's very bad burns that can come from that. And this allows them not to have to purchase the kerosene or the candles, which also put off some soot and some byproducts that can cause respiratory problems for these children over a lifetime. The thing I didn't know about it is that they're paying 1/3 of their income just for the kerosene to keep a light going and candles. That's crazy. I cannot imagine paying out 1/3 of our income for something like that. So one of the neatest things they do is when they go into a village and they bring people these lights and just give them away, they teach them how to take the money that they are saving and invest it into starting a cottage industry business that will help to benefit not only themselves and their families, but also the other families in the village. Because if different people in the village have different small cottage industries, they can trade with each other. If one person has chickens that lay eggs and one person has a couple of goats and they can make cheese, then they can trade amongst themselves. And they do help them to do that so that they can have some extra income and a chance to do things like that would benefit them, provide additional medical care, supplemental education for their kids, more nutritious food, things like that. So that's, I think, something that can really change somebody's life. So it's something that I really support, and I hope that you will as well. But that is the 16th. Now, starting the 15th, I'm going to have an online auction of some items that I have made, and the proceeds from that auction are going to go directly to Watts of Love. So I've got some samples and such that I'm going to have ready to show you guys. And basically you'll pay Watts of Love and I'll send you the items. So that's the way that's going to work. If you watch the big Chalkathon that the Chalk Couture is doing. It's on the Chalk Couture page on Facebook. They have got all sorts of gifts and giveaways and things that you can win just by watching. Just by watching and participating and being part of it. So, I mean, they have literally just dozens and dozens of gifts and of things to give away to anyone who's watching. So please take a look at it. You can be there for a little bit or all day long. It doesn't matter. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to, I think, 8 o'clock or maybe noon to 8 o'clock Mountain Time. So it'll start about 2 o'clock here. So I hope that that is something that you can take a look at. We are doing a challenge, and several consultants or distributors are participating in it, called #DoItInTheDark, where we're going to make a project blindfolded. So they'll be showing videos of those interspersed throughout the day. So you never know who you'll see that you might not even realize was in Chalk Couture. But several of them are really fun and cute. So let's look at this project with a brand new transfer. So I'm going to adjust the camera down so it's going to look a little funny for a minute. Make sure I can get everything in frame. Kind of looks like I'm in frame now. Let me take a look at it on my computer so we know for darn sure what's happening here. And whether or not you can see what I'm showing you on my ever so slow internet connection. There is a little bit of a lag here. Okay, it looks like you can see, but it's upside down. So let me just turn things around where you can see them. This is the transfer we're going to be using, Grow Through What You Go Through, which I thought was really kind of appropriate for how up in the air life has become with things not being the way we were accustomed to. So we're going to be using the Chalk Couture board and base. I'm going to open that up right now. And the board and base is a two-sided chalkboard. Let me get the base out of here. See if I can get the plastic over it. Okay, here we go. And then we have the base that it slips into. You've got a groove here, and it can either be, I guess I should hold it this way. It can either be done with the design running on the vertical or on the horizontal. So it's a piece that's very useful. You can use it for vertical or horizontal designs, and you can have a different design on either side. So it's a pretty handy little piece to have. So we're going to sit this here, and we're going to open up our transfer. Oh, it's backwards as well as upside down. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I do want to show you that on the back of every transfer there is a list of instructions of how to use the transfers, although of course we will show you on the videos. So I am sorry that this was upside down and backwards. We will have to work on that next time, but I think you're still going to get the idea. Now, the first thing that I would do with a new transfer is grab a Sharpie and write the name of it on here. So, Grow Through. And that's enough for me to know which side is the back and what fits on this particular one. So, I'm going to try to pull down a corner. And the next thing we're going to do is take our fuzzing cloth and just, it's a brand new transfer, just put a little fuzz on it so that it won't be quite so aggressively sticky. And then now we can take our reusable transfer and position it. Now, it's going to sit in the base, so it's going to cover up part of the bottom. So, I think that's going to work. Well, as a matter of fact, let's just check it out with the transfer on there. Yeah, we'll still be able to see the design. So, I'm going to make sure it's adhered good. We want to make sure that it's there. We've got a squeegee. We've got some white Chalkology paste. I've stirred it up before we got started. Some of the paste, we do sometimes have the paste singles. Instead of stirring with those, you would squish them and kind of work it around and loosen them up in the little foil pack before you open it. So that's how to get your paste ready to go. Now I'm going to take my squeegee. This is the mini squeegee. I'm going to get some paste on it. And I'm going to start out here on the teal part of the transfer and just draw it through the design so that it fills up the sections that were open to the backing. Get some more paste and continue, and just keeps, it goes a lot farther than you think it does, or you think that it will. And you just keep drawing it through until the entire design area is covered. Make sure you don't miss any spots, and then I usually try to just pull off any excess, because you don't really want the excess sitting on your screen, and it's not particularly good for your design to have thick areas. So put that back in the container and set that to the side. Got a little bit down there, but we can fix that. Lift up one of the corners. Walk it to the middle. Grab the other side. And pull it up. I'm going to sit this to the side until I can wash it. And I'm going to take a paper towel, a little piece of paper towel, and just some water in a spray bottle that I keep at my crafting station. And I'm going to take this little boo-boo here and just wipe it away. So, now, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the actual design itself, the chalk paste looks very glossy when you first put it on, and then it will become more of a matte finish as it dries. Now, very carefully, I'm going to, it's not going to be dry yet, I'm going to place it in so that you can kind of see how that would look. And from there, of course, you could add ribbons or bows or flowers, or, you know, additional designs if you want to put hearts. I tend to like the little burlap ribbons, which can be put in the corner. That's kind of a cool look. Or even down on the base. There's lots of options. Even just a little bit of twine tied around it. You can make this look as unique or as contemporary, as farmhouse, or as country as you would like it to look. So this is really a great little design, and I think a wonderful reminder for all of us that as we go through things that are uncomfortable and not a lot of fun with the pandemic, that we can know that they will make us stronger, and when we come out the other side, happier and healthier and a little better able to deal with what is given to us. Now, I have 5 of these kits ready to go with everything you saw here, the board and base, the transfer, the squeegee, and you would get your chalk paste in a single size thing that you would squish up and then squirt onto a paper plate or something, or even a sheet of paper that you could use to hold it while you work with it with your squeegee. So these packs are going to be listed shortly on my Chalk Fun with Jan business page, And VIPs will get a special price reduction, but you will have to be a member of my VIP group in order to access that. So if that's something you're interested in, you'll need to let me know, and we'll get you added to the VIP group. And until then, till next time, keep crafting, have fun, and I hope that I will talk to you soon.